Hey, how we doing out there, folks? This is Sharky, First Class Fishing. I'm going to bring you a fishing tip that's probably going to blow a lot of your minds. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is your breakaway weight. What I've got sitting up here on the top of the boat is what would be the end of your leader, where you would hook your stationary weight up to. And then what we got here is one of your breakaway spider weights. Okay, this is a 1 pound weight right here, and a lot of you out there probably spent an immense amount of time grinding one of these bad boys in. You probably feel like Popeye when you're done. You may even feel the pain the next day, depending on how much fishing and replacing your baits you do. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, okay, well, there's an eyelet on one end and there's an eyelet on the other end. What are these things for? And most of you probably hook up just the way you do with all your rest of your spider weights, and you go ahead and you hang them in the sand and you drag them in that way so that it gets up to you, and you hang your weight when you're shark fishing. But what I did with the other end of this weight here, and I made a leash, all right, and I've got 80-pound test line on there, and I just crimped it through, looped it. I did the same thing with the other end. Okay, now this is just going to be a leash. On the other end, I've got a piece of 10-pound test line, improved clinch knotted to the other side. Okay, so if I were to hold it up, the 10-pound test line would be on the side where the spider weight is going to hang into the sand. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to hook this leash up to our snap swivel. Okay, so now if we were to hang it upside down, we would hang it so that it was opposite of the way of the spikes. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to take this 10-pound test line and we're going to run it up to this clasp, and we're going to do an improved clinch knot on it. Okay? Okay, so now the most important thing is that when you hold the end of your leader, all the weight is hanging on that 10-pound test line so that you can set your spider weight into the sand with that 10-pound test. Now, this is where it's going to blow your mind. I think at least for a lot of you that have spent all that time grinding in all that weight. So you've got this set in the sand, right? When you go to change your bait or reel that in at the end of the time, if you don't get a hookup, all you're going to do is increase your drag just like you normally would to break your spider weight loose. But now what's going to happen is you're going to do this. You're going to break that 10-pound test line. Your spider weight is going to flip backwards, and now you can reel it in. Okay? So you won't be fighting these big prongs in the sand anymore. You'll be reeling this in backwards, and let me tell you guys, something that's going to save you a ton of effort, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm Sharky, we're First Class Fishing. Tight lines, folks.